everyone, and welcome back to another episode of OTR. My name is Amanda.
I'm Kenise.
And I'm Shawnee.
So, today we have decided to talk and share our unsolicited opinions on a variety of hot topics.
Ooh.
Some might be controversial, some might be a little spicy. So, buckle up and let's get started.
Who the heck came up with this topic? It's like ridiculous.
This is Shawnee's topic.
This is a Shawnee topic. Okay.
Here are the rules.
Okay.
When you get assigned your
Lord.
topic, you have 30 seconds to give us your absolute unsolicited opinion on
Okay.
that topic.
Okay.
And then after you're done,
Oh,
I'll
Lord.
call time. And then the rest of us can weigh in on
Oh.
your
My heart's
opinion.
beating. Like I feel like I'm nervous. I'm
Like a
nervous.
test.
Okay, so I have the topics. I just need a volunteer of who wants to go first.
I see Amanda's hand
All
raising.
right.
Really, really
I'll go
high.
first since I opened today.
Okay, Amanda,
Whew.
are you ready?
Breathing exercises. Okay, let's go.
I mean, I'm gonna start off like not bad.
Really?
They'll get progressively maybe a little bit more challenging.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. When I'm gonna read you your topic, and then when I say go, you can start. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Your topic is when friendships shift, outgrowing versus growing apart. And your time starts now.
I think if you find yourself growing apart, you stop and you ask yourself why. Is it that your values and interests are not the same anymore? And if that's the case, then I mean, it depends how important that relationship is to you. Do you want to have an open conversation, just face the facts with the person? I feel like if the person's like really important to me, I might want to say something, I would want to say something to them. I don't want to ghost them. But like if we're just shifting,
Time.
oh God.
He's serious about the time.
I know.
I am timing you guys.
Surprised she doesn't have like a bell or something.
I know.
I wish I
A
did.
horn.
A
A
horn.
whistle.
So, Kenise, what did you think about what Amanda had to say?
I agree with Amanda, but I also feel like there are people in your life that are supposed to go on your journey at different times. Like, you know how a bus or a train has different stops. You know, when a bus stops, some people need to get off and new people need to come on. I've learned not to question people. Like if people have walked out of my life, I don't question them. I don't ask like what happened. I feel you should be able to tell me. We're grown adults. If I did something wrong, I have a situation right now. I can tell you. I was talking to somebody about it the other night. Somebody just like walked out. I haven't heard, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what I did. So I let them go. If they leave, they are meant to go. I let people go. I'm a big believer in letting people go.
I actually need you guys' opinion about something.
Ooh.
Because I feel like I don't know, whatever. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think the person will even listen to this. But recently, someone that I was close to, and I felt like, because I'm not the type of person who likes to text and talk every day, but I'm the kind of person you need something, I'm there for you, especially if we have that relationship. And person's been acting a little different recently, like when I say recent, over a year now. And then I recently found out that they muted me from seeing their status. And I am very, very hurt by it. And it's like you're already distancing yourself for a while. And then I found out that you muted your status from me when a couple months ago, when stuff's going down, I'm the one who stepped in, not because I had to, but actually I felt it was like my duty to do that. But my feelings are hurt. Thoughts?
So I have a stupid first question.
Yeah.
It's like on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the person came off social media too.
Well, okay. Regardless, the person muted you. That's
Yeah.
like the issue. And they
Yes.
never communicated to you like,
They sent a picture there's a group chat that we have that the other person had left, but I added them back, sent a group picture of some like pictures, like some scenic type of pictures, and I said very beautiful. So you're clearly not bothered about showing me where you are and that you're somewhere different, because I can very well tell that's not where you're from. But then you mute me from seeing your status? Like, I don't know.
I have another question, and this might be
Yeah.
chicken fire, but how did you find out that you were muted from their stories?
So that person who had left the group chat because it was like a space issue, she's like, "Oh my God, did you see this?" And I said, "See what?" And I was like, "No, nothing's on mine." Then I was like, "Oh, what does that mean?" And that's how I found out.
Yikes.
My feelings are hurt, and I'm starting to think, because I'm coupling this. Person did say that they were going through stuff, but when you see person's pictures and person's movements, it doesn't necessarily, like, what you say and how you act are different. I'm just hurt by the situation, and I'm not going to make it about me if you're going through something, but let me tell you something. I've been through stuff, and I'm not, I guess I can't expect my behavior from other people, but that's just not cool. Like, because me and the other person are really close, and very likely she would tell me. So,
So my thing is, I feel like they made it personal. I know you said you don't want to take it personal, but they made it personal when they singled you out,
mhm,
right? And muted you and not the other person that you guys have like in common.
yeah,
So you didn't make it personal, they made it personal.
yeah.
So yeah, is this person invited to your destination wedding? Are they taking up me and Kinesis' seat?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's why you guys.
Because that's even more sucky, Amanda. If like you're including them in big events like that, like something very special, like
Mhm.
a wedding, and they're coming to it and they're like low key not like messing with you like that on a friend level.
Yeah,
Like I wouldn't want that energy. I don't want your bad eyes on me on one of the most important days of my life. Like not to make it about your wedding. The whole thing I think is messed up.
yeah,
Denise, what do you think?
yeah.
I don't even know what's on her status. I was curious, like what's on her status?
So
No, it's like
apparently she
muted.
went away somewhere, and like she was just posting pictures. Not there's nothing wrong with the pictures. That's the only type of picture she always posts. Like she's very curated with her posts. Like I post stupidness. Like I'll post like cheers, and like it doesn't have to be aesthetic and all that stuff, but she's more like she takes pride in that, which is fine. So I didn't understand. I was like, "Me? Why like go live your life, be good." And but the fact that you chose to do that to me, so I'm the type of person, like, you can hurt me, you can walk all over me, I'll give you long, long rope. But there's always like that very tiny thing that you could do. And if once my feelings get hurt, I get very like, I go back into like this shell. It's like, oh, okay, I don't know if I want to share more, or I don't know how much more I want to engage in this relationship. So it kind of comes back. It's funny that you asked that as my question, my thing to share my opinion on.
This was not planned. They did not know
I
this.
know we definitely did not
Yeah,
plan
this
this.
was not planned. We didn't talk about this before.
I think my unsolicited opinion is when people show their true colors, believe them. And I feel like, yes, you are hurt, but you cannot allow somebody's behavior to determine and dictate how you feel. Then that means they have control over your
True.
feelings. Yes, we're human, we do get hurt, and you don't understand. You're questioning it, like, what did I
Mhm.
do? But you may never be able to understand the human behavior. Like we talked about this, like you don't understand why people do what they do. It could be
Yeah,
jealousy, it could be a whole bunch of things. You just don't know. But are you going to live your life trying to figure out that person? Because that person is moving on. What are you
clearly.
doing? Move on.
Talking to you guys about it and feeling hurt.
Talk about it, drink on it, cry about it, and move on.
And it just happens. It's still fresh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, I would have like cut that person off. I'm very like, what's my tagline for this? I'm no nonsense, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Done. You're done. You're
Yeah. I'm
done.
with
I don't
you.
even care to hear the reason. You're done. Like, I don't need closure. The closure is you did what you did and that's it.
And even if the person try to be friends with you again and they add you back, like they're playing with your feelings and your emotions. They're wanting to see how you're going to react. Like you don't
Mhm.
know. I'm with Shawnee on this. I'm the voice of reason. I reason that out.
Okay, the realistic optimist will I guess read the writing on the wall. Like clearly there's something there and that I don't know. That's like yeah, that's just not a cool thing to do.
No, no,
What I would
Amanda.
advise you is just try not to have that energy around you as much as you can.
And I don't want to. I'm trying to like simplify my life. I like to keep things really simple. When things start becoming dramatic for no reason, and I don't get it. Like it's really, yeah. And the fact that I'm bringing it up here in this, you can tell that it's really bothering me because typically don't
Of
talk about
course,
stuff unless like really like,
of
yeah.
course.
All right, next. Denise.
Wow. I
You'll
feel
be
bad.
okay. You'll be okay. Wow, we segued.
Sorry.
Sure did.
No,
Unsolicited
that's totally
drama.
fine.
This wasn't a trauma.
That is totally fine, Amanda. We're always here to give out our advice. Okay. All right, Kenise, are you ready for your topic?
Sure.
Okay. I'll read you your topic once again. And when I say go, you can go and I'll call time.
I don't like all these rules, but okay.
Okay. Your topic is, should you split bills in a relationship?
Yes.
Go.
Yes.
What bill?
That's
What
it.
bill?
I'm thinking like utility bills and things like that. Yes. Yes.
Like evenly, like 50-50?
It depends on how many bills you have. Whether it's split 50-50, but like somebody takes care of like the mortgage and then you take care of all the groceries, somebody takes care of the utilities, you take care of the mortgage type of thing. I think it should be split. Yes, 100%. If you're both working 100%.
Okay, even if people are making, oh, that was time.
Less or more money.
But even if like people are making different salary, like they're in different
Yeah.
salary brackets. So
Right.
let's say like someone's making $1 million a year and the other person's making $50,000 a year. You're still splitting 50.
I would still want to buy, if I'm making the 50,000, I would still like say, like, I would like to buy the groceries like every week. You take care of everything. It's like kind of thing. But I'm like, we're partners in this
Okay.
partnership, whether we're married or just living together. Like, I feel we need to be partners unless, and every relationship I know, like who controls it is very different as well. Like who pays all of the bills, make sure everything is like taken care of. 9 out of 10 times it's the women, but I think a guy needs to do that. But I think it needs to be shared, not 50-50. It depends. It's commensurate with salary.
Okay. Amanda, do you want to weigh in on that?
I agree with Kenise. Granted, to your point, Shawnee, if one person makes significantly more than the other, like
Yeah.
$1 million versus like 70,000, 60,000, like obviously the person with the higher salary will be giving a little bit more. My outlook on it is like, this is our life together, right? I'm not the type of person who's gonna say, nope, it's exactly down the middle. The utility bill was $100, you're gonna give me $50 for that. I'm not like that because this is my life too. And I feel like I don't know, it's your partner at the end of the day. However, I do believe that both parties should contribute. And if you're in similar brackets, then it shouldn't be a problem at all. Either one person covers, like, depending how big your mortgage is. Like these days, mortgages are like $6,000-7,000. That's like a whole person's like monthly income. So maybe you guys go in half and half on that, and then everything else, one person handles car, the other person handles like groceries and utilities, like stuff like that. But every person should be contributing because it's our life together, not just one of ours.
Unless he's like filthy rich, I'll speak for myself. The guy I'm looking for, filthy rich, and then he just says, Kenny's like, just I don't need you to work. I just want
That's
you
your
to be
pocket
like,
money.
like your salary is you do whatever you want to do with it.
Girl,
Yeah, if you're
manifest
out
it.
there, please send me an email now. Yeah.
Okay, but my fear in that, right? And I feel like a lot of women put themselves in this predicament where they, they I don't want to use the word rely because I don't think rely is the right word, but like the guy will be the one paying everything basically. Um and I feel like women lose their independence, I think slowly but surely as time goes on. And I feel like men almost always they switch up at some point in the relationship. Like I feel like men can switch up. They have the ability to switch up. So I feel like I can never and more power to you if you're able to do that. But like, I can't fully trust a guy financially. Like, if that makes sense. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, all like ladies, always have your own, basically, is what I'm trying to say, because you just never know. The guy that you swear wouldn't do that to you is the guy that would do that to you. I don't know, like time, it changes people. I don't know. Maybe that's my unsolicited opinion.
I mean, I get that. I get like we've seen situations where women give men the full control of all the finances. Like they don't know how anything is paid, but then one day, oh, you're gonna find out how it's paid because like he decides to leave or he has an affair and starts like forgetting to pay things. And I understand that. And I also think that's a vulnerable position to be in.
Mhm.
My personality, I could never be fully hands off, no matter if I married a trillionaire whatever, like I still want to know certain things. So that's my home as well. And you will not put me out. This is not Diary of a Mad Black Woman. You will
Mhm,
not put me out in my own damn house that I
mhm.
built. Get out
Was
of
that
here.
the movie that she like he was he paralyzed at the end and like she rolled
Hmm.
him into like a bathtub or something?
Yes.
That was great.
God don't like ugly. But you've seen like the stuff like that happen, like where the man leaves and she has nothing because she didn't take the time to figure out anything, in the house. So I just believe out of like respect for each other, you should, be somewhat involved where you know how the house is ran, how they run the house.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Should we do one more round each?
Well, you didn't
yeah,
go.
you didn't go.
I'm hosting the questions. I can't go.
No, you have to go.
You have to go.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick my topic.
No, you have to
Somebody
pick
time
it.
me.
And you have 30 seconds. The clock will start.
Um,
I'm bringing up the timer.
ooh, this one's good. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna assign it to myself and maybe it'll
Okay.
like come to me. Okay, do women really date for love or safety?
And go.
I think women date for a hoping of love that comes with safety. So, like, love should come with safety if you are a female from your partner. So, I think on that topic, that when we seek out love in a partner, safety is typically like the number one, two, or three thing that you require out of your significant other, like as a bare minimum. I think if you are truly in love with someone, is that you feel safe in their presence physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
You
Is
had
my
a long
time up?
30 seconds.
Yeah. No, that was good. That was exactly 30 seconds. She answered it.
It's perfect.
And pretty good timing. I
You
agree.
guys can weigh in. Do you agree or disagree?
Well, Amanda's getting married soon, so let her talk. I'm single. I have no opinion on
Thanks,
this
Kenny's.
one.
I agree with you. I think part of being in love and finding love is to feel safe because you can't truly be yourself and be in love, allow yourself to be vulnerable, which is being in love, is like putting the most raw version of yourself out there. And for someone to love that, I feel like if you're not safe, you're not going to be vulnerable. And I feel like you can't keep it together at all times in a relationship. Like, oh, I'm gonna be perfect. I'm always gonna like be level headed. I'm never gonna scream. I'm never gonna do this. I know my fiance wishes, but like that's not gonna happen. So, you have to love people for who they are. And safety, in my opinion, is a really big part of that,
Yeah.
of love. So I agree with you.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. One more
Kitties,
round.
any thoughts? Weigh in,
Uh,
agree?
I don't know.
She's bored of this like topic.
I don't know.
Too much love stuff.
Has it been too
No,
much
like
love stuff? No,
love
we
or safety. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have
Because I think
no
a part of this,
unsolicited opinion.
like the safety thing too, is like the person knowing you're gonna have their back, right? So they do feel like as like they feel protective over you and like I don't know, it's the care. So I think it all kind of connects back to love. No?
Yeah, I guess. think so. Yeah. Somebody to celebrate with you, your wins, your woes. So it's kind of like you do feel that safety. So good question. I don't know. I don't have any opinion on this whatsoever. I pass.
Okay. Do you guys want more, or do we?
One more round, but let's like these are very. I feel like these are very serious, like
Thought provoking.
Yeah, like we're really sharing and bearing our our feelings.
Yeah.
Something more light and fluffy or a little spicy.
Light
Okay,
and
you want
fluffy.
spicy?
Sure. Oh God. What do I do to myself?
Thanks, Amanda.
I know.
We can make
Well,
this. We can turn it up. Let
hmm.
me see what I got here. You're right. We've been too like serious for this episode.
Yes.
This one's controversial. I'm not gonna ask this one.
No, make it fun. Do it.
No.
Come on, ask it.
No, this one would be chucking fire.
At who?
And whoever it applies to.
Go ahead. Just go ahead with it.
Yeah. Can you need something to like, shake it up a little bit?
I'm yawning over here.
No, I maybe offline we can ask this question.
Okay.
I don't want to put it out there.
Obviously we didn't like discuss this before.
We did not.
Everybody's just like waiting at the edge of
Like,
their
what do we mean by spicy? I just want to clarify before I
Oh.
like sound stupid and ask the wrong question.
I don't know. I think a little controversial, a little, I don't know. We're too thought-provoking today. This is supposed to be
Very
fun.
thought-provoking.
Like,
Okay.
crossing your toes.
Oh God.
That was bizarre.
Okay. No, I don't want to ask this question.
Just ask, Johnny.
Just
ask
ask.
it. And you know what? If we don't want to answer it, we'll say we don't want to answer it.
Then we'll just end the episode there.
We just had the episode, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Maybe I'll circle back to the other questions, but
boy.
okay, Amanda, you ready?
Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
No, I don't think I can ask that.
Oh my God. You know what? Listen, you know what? Listeners, we'll come back to you guys in the next episode.
Okay,
I don't.
How about
Just shut us
Okay, Amanda, this one's not so bad. Okay, you ready? Okay. Have you ever gone back to someone you knew was bad for you? And go.
Jesus Christ.
This was not the bad one. This is okay.
I'm gonna leave.
No.
No.
So I have this weird thing about me. Like if I'll try. But if I get to the point where I see like no, I was like, once I get to my no, I'm not coming back. But I think that can also work against you because sometimes we get used to that no and we don't ever look back to see if like
and time.
Damn, I always get cut off.
I know. I think she
30
deliberately
seconds
did
so
it.
short.
So you never spun the block?
No, I am trying to. No,
Amanda, you never spun the block.
There's one breakup I had, but it wasn't a bad breakup in the sense where like I knew we couldn't be together because of like culture or whatever. And I don't know if this is what you mean by spin the block, but I did talk to them one time, and I was like, okay, I'm just done. I was good being done. I was comfortable being done. So I don't know. But I do think there's a bad when you do that. I feel like it becomes easy to cut people off. So I started being mindful of that. It's like, okay, I don't want to do that, and then like I lose somebody good because in the heat of a moment or a decision to separate stopped you from being with somebody you really wanted to. So it did change how I behaved in the future, like because I stopped being like that and I'm more intentional now.
I like
No,
that.
this is a deep question again.
That was deep.
It got deep.
Okay,
Oh,
sorry. I didn't mean to make it deep.
I'm
Okay.
nodding.
Kenise, you ready for your topic?
No, you go next.
No, you go next because I have it.
God.
Ready, set, and do women support women or just say that they do?
Ooh.
And go.
We say that we do.
Ooh.
Oh.
Perfect example. Her friend who like muted her on WhatsApp. I think as you get older, you really get to know who your true friends are, which is like a handful. Like they say, if you have like three friends, three good friends, two good friends, then you have a lot. So I feel people who are really, really, really support you. I think we fake it. As women, we fake it. This is why we don't get along. Guys get along, right? So well. They don't care what you're wearing, how you look, where'd you go on vacation. They don't care about it. Like you can put them in a room and they'll just talk about whatever. Nothing against one another, but us, we just can't do it. So unfortunately.
And
You guys
time. That was
disagree?
pretty good.
Do you guys agree or disagree?
I support
I
the
don't
people that
fully
you.
agree.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sean.
No, that was it. I don't fully
Oh,
agree. No, because I have female friends that like I know would support me through anything. And I think that's true for like a good
Yeah.
handful of us. But I agree in the sense that, it's one very rare to find.
Yeah.
I guess females like that like genuinely have those like true intentions and wishing well for another woman. I think that like what speaks to me if I am around females is how they speak about other females. Like, are you sitting there gossiping about this
Mhm.
one's life? Or like what are the things that are coming out of your mouth? And I think that determines whether or not like
Right.
I'm going to be in your presence, like often or not often. Because if you're talking about XYZ right in front of my face,
Mhm.
especially about like other people I don't know, like what are you saying about me at the end of the
Mhm.
day when I'm not there? So I think just like little things like that. So like I agree, but like I don't agree because I have like those few females in my life that would support me no matter what, have been my biggest cheerleaders, even when they're going through like not a good time in their personal life.
Mhm.
Um, but then you have those females that are just there to like fake support, just because it's
Right.
like the seemingly right thing to do and say,
Right.
but they don't really mean it. And I
Right.
think it's up to you to use your discernment and figure out who is real in their well wishes and who's not.
I think
Mhm.
that's well said.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
sad though. It's sad because you did say something, Kenise, as we get older, right? There's a lot of things that we see through rose lens, as they say today. When we're younger, things that we overlook. Um, and I think sometimes, people start taking advantage of certain friendships
Mhm.
also. And like you start seeing that. Now, I agree that there's some people that you can definitely see yourself riding to the end with. And there's some where you're like, I don't know. As you get older, you see um different sides of people based on what they're going through. And you're right, to me, it says a lot when a person is also like not going through a great time, but they could still find it to show up for you. I think that's very telling. As like if that's gonna be one of those people that you could, ride out life with. Um
Mhm.
But yeah, I think you do lose some along the way.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow. These are getting deep.
I
They are getting
know. This was supposed to be a little spicy, a little
I'm sorry. Maybe I picked the wrong topics. I
fun.
didn't want to ask the other questions because I feel like that's just too much. I guess we can call it from here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, we're done. We're
I
sorry,
Okay.
think
guys.
so.
We're sorry that Shawnee picked the wrong questions.
Okay, but hopefully in all the stuff we spoke about, because I think what we were going for was more fun, light, and funny. But I think, there's like, what do you call them? Like lessons that came out of what we spoke about. So hopefully you got something out of it. Hopefully you learned a little something. Or you could just like, comment like if you found it entertaining.
And tell us to never do this segment again.
Yeah, you can tell us that too.
Right.
Anyways, guys, it was lovely spending time with you. Thank you for joining, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.